Hello everyone, welcome to the channel StatisticaHub. So in the JAM 2023 lecture series, we have done till question number 26. Okay, and in this video we will do question number 27 to 30. So we have done starting 30 questions of the IITJAM 2023 paper, which is we are going to cover section A of the question paper, right? Okay. So let's just finish these 4 questions and then section A is completed. Okay. So let's see question number 27, which is a point A comma B is chosen at random from the rectangular region 0 comma 2 cross 0 comma 4. Okay, so this is the region. Then the probability that the area of the region R is equals to something bx plus ay less than equals to ab and xy is greater than equals to 0 will be less than 2 equals. Okay, so we have to find the probability that the area of this region would be less than equals to 2. That is probability that the area would be less than 2, not equals to probability that area would be less than 2. Okay, so for finding this probability that area would be less than 2, we first have to find that what is the area of this region. Okay, so now let's look at the area of this region. Let's see that we have this equation, that is bx plus ay less than equals to ab. Now I can write this equation as x by a plus y by b less than equals to 1. Okay, now what is this equation? This is the equation of straight line, right? Okay, so this line would be somewhere like this. Okay, if I denoted, this would be my a and this is my b. Okay, and it is saying the less than area, so it would be like here. Okay, now let's just take out the region 2. That is a point is chosen at random from the rectangular region 0 comma 2 to 0 comma 4. Okay, so a is going from 0 to 2. Okay, 0 to 2. So a would be between this 0 to 2, right? And b is being chosen from 0 to 4, so b would be in between 0 to 4. 0 to 4. So the region is somewhere like rectangular region, which is like this. This is my region, and from this points A and B are chosen in this region, and probability that the area of the region, we have given the straight line and we have to find the uh, probability that this area would be less than 2. Okay, so my corresponding area is this. Okay, now I can say that this is the triangle. Okay, and what is the area of the triangle? That is 1 by 2 base into height. Okay, so this is A and this is forming B. So I have my area is 1 by 2 AB. Okay, we have applied area of triangle here. Okay, so I got area as AB by 2 less than 2. Okay, so I have to find the probability that AB is less than 4. Okay, we have to find the probability that AB is less than 4. Okay, now look at this. We have given that A comma B, this point is being chosen from the region 0 comma 2 cross 0 comma 4. That A would lie in this region. A was being chosen from the 0 comma 2 and B was being chosen from these points. Okay, so by taking out the uniform distribution, I can say that A is following uniform 0 comma 2 and B is following uniform 0 comma 4 distribution, right? We can use this property here. Okay, so I got that A and B are following uniform distribution. Okay, now we have this AB less than 4. Okay, so for finding the probability of this AB less than 4, what do we have? We have double integration 1 by 2. What will be the like PDF for A and B for the uniform distribution? If I talk about f of A, this will be 1 upon B minus A, 1 by 2. And similarly, f of B, that will be equals to 1 upon B minus A, that is 1 by 4. Okay, so that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 4, that is joint of A and B into dA dB. We have to find this probability. Okay, we have to find this probability. We have to solve this integration. And let's just look at the limits. Okay, so we have AB less than 4. Okay, So let's just put on the limits for the a and b. Okay, so a is being chosen from 0 to 2. This is 2. So a was being chosen from 0 to 2, and the range of b is lying from 0 to 4, right? This is 0 to 4. Okay, and what is ab less than 4? AB less than 4 is this, AB less than 4 would form somewhere like this. Okay, and this is this. Okay, so this is my AB is equals to 4 line, and this is 0 to 2 A, that is the limit of A 0 to 2, and this is the limit for B 0 to 4. Okay, and we have to find the probability that AB is less than 4, that my corresponding region is this one. Okay, this is AB less than 4. Okay, now we can see that there are two regions here. That is, if I divide it, this is first region and this is second region. Okay, first region and second region. Now we can find the intersecting points. Okay, that if A is 2, if A is 2, then the intersecting point corresponding here is 2 comma 2 by applying AB is equals to 4. And similarly, here the intersecting point for this one is like 1 comma 4. Okay, so it is 1 and this is 2, right? Okay, so we can find the probability that we have to apply the limits of these two regions, like double integration 1 by 8 dA dB plus double integration 1 by 8 dA dB. Like, take the limits for the very first region and we can take the limit for the very second region. Okay, so if I take the limit for the first region, then A is going from 0 to 2, right? And B is going from 0 to 2. Okay, 0 to 2. And what is the limit for the second region? That is, A is going from 0 to 4 by B. Okay, 0 to 4 by B, that is AB is equals to 4, so A is equals to 4 by B. Okay, so it is 0 to 4 by B, and the B is going from 2 to 4 for the second region. 2 to 4. Okay, now let's just solve this integration and we will get a result, that is 1 by 8, and A, that is the integration 0 to 2, 2 into dB plus 2 to 4, this will be 1 by 8 4 by B dB, and that is equals to, this will be 1 by 8 into 4 plus 1 by 8, 4 twos are 8 into 4, 1 by B would be log B, and limit going from 2 to 4, that is equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. This will be upper limit minus lower limit, that is log 4 minus log 2, and this is equals to 1 by 2. 1 plus log 4 would be, can be written as log 2 log 2. Okay, like log 4 is basically is equals to 2's square, and I can write it like 2 log 2. Okay, so 2 log 2 minus log 2 would be equals to log 2. Okay, so this will be equals to 1 plus log 2 by 2. Okay, so my result, that the probability that the area would be less than 2 is equals to 1 plus log 2 by 2. Okay, okay, so let's see the option. So 1 plus log 2 by 2 is the option number B. Okay, now I have find it, look at this, that I have find it out the probability of this, like using first region and second region. You can also find the probability of AB less than 4, which is double integration 1 by 8 dAb dB. You can also do it like 1 minus double integration 1 by 8 dA dB, and take out the, like, take out the limits of this region. Okay, take out the limits of this region. We are doing 1 minus probability of this region. Okay, 1 minus the area limits of this region. And what will be the limits for this region for A and B? So the A limit would go like 4 by B to 2. Okay, 4 by B to 2, and the limit for B would be 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Just solve this integration like we have done for the this part. Okay, I have applied the region, I have taken two regions in the first part, and you can also do it like 1 minus thing. Okay, so then you will get the same result. Just solve this integration and you will also get 1 plus log 2 by 2, I am sure about it. Okay, so whether you can take out the probability of this region, and you can also do 1 minus the probability of the other region. Okay, so I got option number B is our correct option. Okay, now let's see next question. Okay, let's see it. Question number 28. Okay. Okay, so what is given in the question number 28 is let x1, x2 and going on be sequence of IID random variables. Okay, it is a sequence of IID random variables such that probability x1 is equals to 0, probability x1 is equals to 1 and probability x1 is equals to 2 is equals to 1 by 3. Okay, and Sn is equals to 1 by n sigma xi. Okay, now I can see that this is the mean. Okay, and Tn is equals to 1 by n sigma xi square. Okay, so I can see that this is x square, expectation of x square, and Sn is expectation of x. Okay, and n is equals to 1, 2 and thing going on. Suppose that alpha 1 is equals to this. Okay, alpha 2 is equals to this, alpha 3 is equals to this, and alpha 4 is equals to this. Then the value of alpha 1 plus 2 alpha 2 plus 3 alpha 3 plus 4 alpha 4. Okay, so we have to find out the values of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha 4. Okay, now what I can see in this question is it is the question of convergence in probability. Okay, convergence in probability. Okay, so what is the convergence in probability? Convergence in probability is that if we have a sequence of random variables, that is x1 to xn, this is said to converge in probability to some constant a if for any epsilon greater than 0, limit n tend to infinity, probability mod of xn minus a is less than e is equals to 1. Okay, or you can also write it as that xn with probability p is converging to a. Okay, as n tend to infinity, as n tend to infinity, or this can be written as that limit n tend to infinity, probability mod of xn minus a greater than e is equals to 0. Okay, so this is convergence in probability, and we will apply convergence in probability in this question. Okay, so it is saying that alpha 1 is equals to limit n tend to infinity, probability mod of Sn minus 1 by 2 less than 3 by 4. Okay, so let's just find out what is my Sn and what is my Tn first. Okay, so the Sn I have written here is like it is written that Sn is equals to 1 by n sigma xi, that I got that Sn is actually expectation of x, and the Tn is equals to 1 by n sigma xi square. So I can see that Tn is equals to expectation of x square. Okay, so let's just find out these Sn and Tn first. That Sn is equals to expectation of x, and if I'll find out the expectation of x, that is equals to sigma x into px. So by using this we can find out the expectation of x like 0 into 1 by 3 plus 1 into 1 by 3 plus 2 into 1 by 3, that is equals to 3 by 3, which is equals to 1. Okay, so I got Sn is equals to 1. Okay, now let's work on the Tn, that is equals to expectation of x square, which is equals to sigma x square into px. It is like probability of x. Okay, which is 0 square into 1 by 3, which is will be 0, 1 square into 1 by 3 plus 2 square into 1 by 3, which is 4, and that is equals to 5 by 3, which is equals to my Tn. Okay, so I have my Sn, I have my Tn's value, I have my Sn's value. Now what I have to do is I'll just put the values of Sn and Tn in this, and we'll see that which one is satisfying. Okay, which one is satisfying the convergence and probability rule. So if the difference in this, in these values, that is Sn minus something, whatever is given here, this is my A. Okay, what will Sn minus A is if this is less than 3 by 4. then it will converge to 1. If this is greater than 3 by 4, like this Sn minus a is greater than 3 by 4, then this will converge to 0. Simple. Okay, we have to just apply the concept of convergence in probability. I have got my Sn and Tn. Now let's take these by 1 and 1. Okay, so let me erase it. Can I just erase the definition of this convergence in probability? Okay, so now let's look at this alpha 1. What is it saying? It is written that alpha 1 is equals to, okay, okay. So we have Sn is equals to 1 and Tn is equals to 5 by 3. Okay, if we look at alpha 1 is limit n tend to infinity probability. I'm just putting the value of Sn. Sn is 1 minus 1 by 2 less than 3 by 4. Now I am going to see whether it is satisfying or not. That is limit n tend to infinity probability 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 less than 3 by 4. Okay, so is it true that 1 by 2 is less than 3 by 4? Yes, it is true. So as by using the property of convergence, that mod of xn minus a is less than e, if this is satisfying, then the probability will converge to 1, then the probability will be 1. Okay, so here limit n tend to infinity probability mod of Sn minus a is 1 by 2 here and e is 3 by 4 here. It is satisfying, so this will converge to 1. Okay, so the converge by applying convergence in probability, I got my alpha 1 is equals to 1. Okay, similarly we'll check for alpha 2, that is equals to limit n tend to infinity probability mod of 1 minus 1 by 3 less than 1 is equals to limit probability. What is 1 minus 1 by 3? 1 minus 1 by 3 is actually 2 by 3 less than 1. Okay, now tell me whether 2 by 3 is less than 1 or not. Okay, yes, 2 by 3 is less than 1. Okay, so this is satisfying and they will converge to 1. Okay, so alpha 2 I got, that is equals to 1. Okay, now let's check for alpha 3. Alpha 3 is equals to limit probability Tn. What is the value of Tn? Tn is 5 by 3. 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3 less than 3 by 2 or not. Okay, that is equals to limit n tend to infinity probability. What is 5 minus by 3 minus 1 by 3? Which is 4 by 3 is less than 2. Is the less than 3 by 2. Okay, so this is also true because 4 by 3 is actually less than 3 by 2. So this will also converge to 1 with the probability, with the convergence in probability. So alpha 3 is also equals to 1. Okay, and what is alpha 4? Alpha 4 would be equals to, if I just write it down here, alpha 4 would be equals to limit probability 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 less than 1 by 2. Okay, and that will be equals to limit probability 5 by 3 minus 2 by 3 would be equals to like 1. Okay, so it would be 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 less than 1 by 2. So is it true that 1 is less than 1 by 2? No, 1 is greater than 1 by 2. So as this is a contradictory statement here, this will converge to 0. Okay, so we got our alpha 4 is equals to 0. Now I have the values of alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha 4. I'll just put this into this form, into this equation, and uh, we'll got our result. Okay, so let's just put it. So we have alpha 1 that is equals to 1 plus twice of alpha 2 that is equals to 2 1 and thrice of alpha 3 that is 3 plus alpha 4 is 0, so it will be 0. So we got 3 5 6. Okay, so we got 6. So that the correct option is option number A. Okay, so we have to apply the convergence in probability definition here. Okay, that you just have to know that what is the definition of convergence in probability. If you know this, then this is a very simple question for you. Okay, I have written all these things, that's why I have taken so much of time. Otherwise you just have to do simple calculation and just check that whether this is less than or greater than or not. If this is less than then it will converge to 1, and if this is greater than, then it will be converged to 0. Okay, So this is all about the convergence in probability use. How will you use the definition of the convergence in probability? Okay. Okay, so let's see next question, that is question number 29. Okay, so it is saying that among all the points on the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 24. Okay, so this is the sphere that we have given. The point alpha beta gamma is closest to the point 1 2 minus 1. Okay, there is a point, I don't know where, whether it is inside the sphere, whether it is on the edges of the sphere, whether it is outside of the sphere. I don't know about anything about this point 1 2 minus 1, that where this one is lying. Okay, but I know that this point is closer to some point, is closest to some point alpha beta gamma. Then I have to find the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. So basically, we have to find the point alpha beta gamma which is closest to the point 1 2 minus 1. Okay. So for the first thing that we have to know here is that this point 1 2 minus 1, where this point is lying. Okay, so whether it is outside the sphere, inside the sphere, or on the sphere, we don't know. Let's just find this out. Okay, so we have the equation of the sphere like x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 24. Okay, so if corresponding point, okay, by putting the values of x y z, like putting the points in this equation, if the resultant of this point is equals to 25 or is equals to 24, then the point is on the sphere. Point is on sphere. Okay. And if this is less than 24, then the point is outside the sphere. Okay. And the resultant is greater than 24. Sorry. If it is less than 24, then it is inside the sphere. And it is greater than 24, then it is outside the sphere. Okay, so we'll just apply this rule. Let's just apply this it for this point 1 2 minus 1 for checking that where it is lying. So we have x is equals to 1, y is equals to 2, and minus 1 is equals to z. Okay, let's just put the values in this equation, whether, and we'll check whether the resultant is equals to less than and greater than 24 or not. Okay, so I have 1 plus this is y is equals to 2, so 2 square 4, and plus 1, that is equals to minus 1. So we have 6 which is less than 24. So I am sure that this point, let's name this point as p. So this point 1 2 minus 1 is lying inside the sphere, inside sphere. So if I just draw a very rough diagram, that is, if I just consider that this is my sphere and this is the center of the sphere, this is the center of the sphere, and this point is lying like somewhere here. Okay, this is my point p, and I have to find out the point which is closest to this point. Let's say this is my point alpha beta gamma, and we have to find this point alpha beta gamma. Okay, now see this, that the closest point on the sphere, okay, the closest point on the sphere is located on line passing through the point P and the center. Okay, so if I draw perpendicular line here, then this point is perpendicularly drawn, like this is the straight line here in the 3D. Okay, you can, if you look in, just look this into the 3D diagram, then I have a sphere and there is a line which is drawn to the point P and the center of the sphere, and there is a point alpha beta gamma which is closest to the point P. Okay. Okay, so the closest point on the sphere is located on line passing through the center and the point P, right? Okay, now this is the line. Okay, and we have to find the equation of the line in the 3D. Equation of line in 3D. Okay, as it is a sphere, it is not a circle. So we have to use equation of line in 3D. What is the equation of line in 3D? Which is x minus x1 by a is equals to y minus y1 by b is equals to z minus z1 by c. Okay, now we'll use this equation of line in 3D. Okay, let's just apply this into this line, okay, where P is the point which is 1, 2, minus 1. And the center here is 0, 0, 0. Okay. Center here is 0, 0, 0. If the center is not 0, 0, then the equation of sphere would not be like this. It would be somewhere like x minus something plus y minus something. So by the equation of circle sphere, I got that the sphere is lying at 0, 0, 0. Okay. If you know the equation of sphere, then you will easily recognize that it is lying on 0, 0, 0. Okay. So now let's just apply this and use the equation of line in the 3D format. So by using, I will got alpha minus 0 by 1 is equals to beta minus 0 by 2 is equals to gamma minus 0 by minus 1, and that is equals to say some lambda. Okay. Now let's just solve these. So I got alpha is equals to lambda, beta is equals to 2 lambda plus gamma is equals to minus lambda. Okay, so we have got these 3 points, alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, and we know that every equation satisfies its point. Okay, so the sphere equation, as this point is lying on the sphere 2, so this will also satisfy this alpha, beta, gamma points. Okay, so let's just put these alpha, beta, gamma points in the equation number. Let's say name it as first. Okay, that is x square, that is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square is equals to 24. Okay, so I have alpha square plus 4 lambda square plus 4 lambda square plus lambda square is equals to 24. Okay, which is 6 lambda square is equals to 24. Then we will have lambda square is equals to 4. So I got lambda is equals to plus minus 2. Okay, so we have lambda is equals to plus minus 2. Okay, now let's find out the points for lambda is equals to 2. If my lambda is equals to 2, then we have the points alpha, beta, gamma as 2. Just put the values of lambda here, 2, 4 and minus 2, right? And if lambda is equals to minus 2, then the points will be alpha, beta, gamma would be like minus 2, minus 4 and 2. Minus 4, 2, minus 4 and 2. Okay, so these are the two values, these are the 2 points that we have got for alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, and they are claiming that they are closest to the point P. Okay, now the one we have to find out that which one is the closest one from these 2 points. So for that, we have the point P which is 1, 2, minus 1, and we have other 2 points which is 2, 4, minus 2 and minus 2, minus 4, 2, and we have to know that which from these 2 points which one is the closest to the P. So for this we will apply the distance formula which says that length, let's just find out the distance formula, that root of, let's just do it for the first point, let's name it as second point. Okay, that is root 2 minus 1's whole square plus 4 minus 2's whole square. I'm just applying the distance formula, there's nothing much in this. Okay, minus 1, what is this, 2 minus 1's whole square, 4 minus 2's whole square plus minus 2 minus minus 1 is plus 1's whole square, that is equals to root 1 plus 4 plus this will be 1, that is root 6, right? Okay, and let's just find out the length, that is the distance for the second point, that will be equals to minus 2 minus 1's whole square plus minus 4 minus 2's whole square plus 2 plus 1's whole square. Okay, and that is equals to 9 plus 4 by 6, 6 is 36 plus 3 threes are 9, and it is root, this is, I'm sure that this value is greater than this second point's value. Okay, so this is 18 plus 36 which is equals to root something, whatever it is. Okay, so we have seen that the distance from the very first point is less than the distance from second point. Okay, so the closest point is the first point from the P. Okay, so we have alpha, beta, gamma, that is the closest point, 2, 4, minus 2. Okay, so from this we can say that point 2, 4, minus 2 is the closest to the point P. Okay, so we have got alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to 4, and gamma is equals to -2. And we have to find out alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay, sorry. Okay, we have to find out alpha plus beta gamma plus gamma. So we have got 2, 4, -2. Let's just add these points, that is alpha, beta, gamma, and we will get that is equals to 4, right? So we have got option number A is the correct option here. So there are two things here, that is you have to know that uh, how will you check that whether the point is on the sphere or outside the sphere or lying inside the sphere. Okay, first thing is that you have to know the equation of the like line in 3D. That is the second thing, and the distance formula that we all know. Okay, but these are the two main things that you have to know for this question. Okay. Okay, so it's all about question number 29. Let's see question number 30. Okay, what is in the question number 30? It is saying that let x, y be a random vector having the joint probability distribution, probability density function. It is the PDF fx comma y is equals to alpha mod x. Okay, if x square less than equals to y less than equals to 2x square and x is lying between -1 to 1. Okay, where alpha is a positive constant. So alpha is a constant and we have to find the probability, that probability x is greater than y. So for finding the probability x is greater than y, first we have to find the constant alpha. Okay. So for finding the constant, we all know that it is the joint distribution, that f of x comma y is equals to 1. Okay. So we will apply that alpha mod of x dy dx is equals to 1. Okay. And what is the limit for dy? That is x square to 2x square, and x is going from -1 to 1. Okay, as it is mod, so we'll just uh, break the limits, like -1 to 0 and x square to 2x square alpha minus x into dy dx plus for x going from 0 to 1 x square to 2x square alpha x dy dx. Okay, we have just break the limits now. Okay, now let's just solve this integration. That is -1 to 0 minus alpha x, as this will be 2x square minus x square, that is equals to x square dx, plus 0 to 1 alpha x, this will be x square dx is equals to 1. Okay, so -1 to 0 minus alpha x cube dx plus 0 to 1 alpha x cube dx is equals to 1. Okay, so we have minus alpha x is power 4 by 4 -1 to 0 plus alpha x is power 4 by 4 0 to 1 is equals to 1. Let's just put the limits, that is upper limit minus lower limit, that is minus of alpha, this will be -1 by 4 plus alpha 1 by 4 is equals to 1. Okay, so we have got alpha 1 by 4, and this will be alpha 1 by 4, minus and minus will be positive. So 2 alpha by 4, and 2 alpha by 4 will be equals to alpha by 2 is equals to 1. So we have got the value of alpha, that is equals to 2. Okay, so we have got alpha is equals to 2. Okay, so let's just write the PDF with the constant term, that we have got alpha is equals to 2. Okay, and we have to find the probability that x is greater than y. Okay, okay, so let's see that too. Okay, where is this? Okay, so we have f of x comma y is equals to 2 mod x, x going y going from x square to 2x square, and x going from -1 to 1. Okay, and we have to find the probability x greater than y. Okay, so as y is going from x square to 2x square and x is going from -1 to 1, so let's just draw these graphs, so it will be easy for us to take out the limits for x and y. Okay, that what is this region actually? Okay, So if I draw this graph, then I'm sorry, I have done. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So what will be y equals to x square? Y equals to x square would be like this, right? I am not that good at drawing, so let's just bear with it. This is y equals to x square. Okay. And what is the graph for y equals to 2x square? It will be uh, like this. This is y equals to 2x square. Okay, y equals to 2x square. Okay, and the x is lying from -1 to 1. -1 to 1. Okay, or you can see it like this. Okay, and we have to find out that probability x less than y. And what is the graph for x is equals to y line? That is somewhere like this. If I draw it very carefully, then it will be like this. Ooh, yeah. Okay. So this is my point 1. Okay. This is my point 1 and where this is cutting out. Let's just find out if x is equals to y, then this will be x is equals to 2x square, and that is 0, that is equals to 2x square minus x is equals to 0. So this is x2 minus x. So it is cutting at x is equals to 2. Okay. Cutting at x is equals to not 2, 1 by 2. Okay. So this is 1 by 2 and this is 1. Okay, just put the values so you will get your result. Okay, and this is cutting out at 1, this is cutting out at 1 by 2. Okay, because this is 2x. Okay, so my corresponding region x greater than y would be this one. I think, yeah. Draw it very carefully because it is a very like jumbled graph. Okay, this is the region that we have, and we have to find the probability for this region. That probability x greater than y. Okay, now we can see that this region, that is, let me just draw the line here so it will be more clear. Okay, now we can see that there are two regions here. That is the region which is like 1 to 2. This is very first region. Okay, this one is the first region and this one is the second region. Okay, because here it is taking the curve, here it is taking the line. Okay, so there are two regions here and we have to find the probability for these two regions. So what we'll do, we'll take out the limits for the very first region plus take out the limit for the very second region. Okay, and that will be equals to integration, double integration 2 mod of x dy dx plus double integration 2 mod of x dy dx. Okay, what is the limit for y in the first region? Okay, in the first region y is taking the limits like it is taking, this is first region, x square to 2x square, right? X square to 2x square, and the x is taking 0 to 1 by 2. Okay, first in second region y is taking x square to x because this is the y equals to x line. Okay, so it is taking x square to x and the x is taking 1 by 2 to 1. Okay, now let's solve this. Okay, okay, so now let's look at it. We don't have to break the mode because x is taking all the positive values here, that is 0 to 1 by 2, 1 by 2 to 1. So the f of x will be equals to 2x here and 2x here too. Okay, the mode will like wear out because there are no negative values here. Okay, so that will be equals to 0 to 1 by 2 x square to 2x square 2x dy dx plus 1 by 2 to 1 x square to x 2x dy dx. Okay, now let's just solve this integration. That is 0 to 1 by 2 2x, and what that is 2x square minus x square would be x square, that is 2x cube dx plus 1 by 2 to 1 and 2x x minus x square 2x x minus x square into dx. Okay, let's just solve this. This is 2x power 4 by 4, 0 to 1 by 2 plus, and that will be equals to 1 by 2 to 1, 2x square minus 2x cube dx. Okay, and this will be equals to, this will cancel out to 2, and this will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2's power 4, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 16, right? Plus the integration here would be 2x cube by 3 minus 2x power 4 by 4, 1 by 2 to 1. Okay, and this will be equals to 1 by 32 plus, uh, just put the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, that is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3 into 1 by 8 plus 2 by 4, that will be 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 into 1 by 16, right? And we'll just solve this, that is 1 by 32 plus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2 minus 2 by, that is 2 4s are 8, 1 by 12, 1 by 12 plus 1 by 32. Okay, so we just have to do solve this calculation. This is a very like simple calculation, just solve it. That is 1 by 32 plus 1 by 32, that will be 2 by 32. So this will form 1 by 16. I'll just write it simply as 1 by 16 plus 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 12. Okay, okay, so this is 1 by 16 plus minus 1 by 12. Okay, if I solve these two, that is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2, this will be equals to 6. 3 2s 4 minus, okay, mm, uh, yeah, this will be equals to, yeah, plus 1 by 6. Okay, this is 1 by 6. Okay, let's just solve this. 1 by 16 minus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6, that will be equals to 1 by 16, taking out 1 by 6 common, that is 1 minus 1 by 2, and that is equals to 1 by 16 plus 1 by 6 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 12. Okay, so we have to solve 1 by 16 plus 1 by 12, that is just take the LCM, 16 into 12. 12 plus 16, what is 12 plus 16? 12 plus 16 is 28. Just solve this. 2 6 are 12, 2 1s, 2 4s are 8, 2 3 are 6, 2 7s are 14, that is 7 by 16 into 3. What is 16 into 3? That is 48. So we got 7 by 48 by doing simple calculation. 7 by 48, is it in the option? Yeah, this is option number B, 7 by 48. Okay, so what is the difficulty in this question is you have to draw the graph. You have to draw the graph of two curves, that is y equals to x square, y equals to 2x square, and there is a line too, that is y equals to x. Okay, be very careful with while taking out the limits. Okay, that's the very first thing here, that if you just miss out anything about the limits for the very first region, very second region, it's very just be very careful with the limits. That's the important thing here. If you just jumbled up with the limit, then your result will not be correct. Okay, okay, so we have covered section A of IITJAM 2023 paper. Okay, like 30 questions we have covered till now, till this lecture. Okay, so let's see in the next lectures. Okay, thank you.